Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaden. I'm a military spouse and I'm also a first-time mother. My daughter is 7 months old and today's video is going to be another sit-down video all about my pregnancy with Maevery. And over on my Instagram, which is always linked down below in the description box, I posted a story, and if anyone had like any questions that they wanted answered about my pregnancy, they could ask them. Let's get started. So I think like the first and foremost thing that people asked and probably wonder was like, was it planned? And the answer to that would probably be like a little bit of both, like a little yes and no. So my husband and I got married like fairly young, and I mean, I always knew like I wanted to be a mother. And so we actually like decided to, we like tried for a few months, and I guess we kind of just got like discouraged. I don't know, there was like a point where we just decided that we just didn't think that was like the right path for us at the time. So I actually went and spoke to an Air Force recruiter, and my plan, like I was supposed to be shipping out for BMT February of 2018. And now looking back, thank the Lord that he had other plans for me, because I don't know if I would have made it through that. Just kidding, but like really. So that's what like God's timing like truly is like perfect, because we were actually gonna like start like preventing it, because obviously I couldn't have went in like in February if I was pregnant. So like at the time we really truly thought like me joining was the right step like for our journey. And so like I said, I was gonna be shipping out in February, and we were gonna like start preventing it, and we were like, I was gonna join, and then I mean we would start a family at a later time. But then when we decided to start preventing it, I got like pregnant like just a little before that. And so yeah, like I said, the Lord had other plans, which is great now. And so that's why I would say like the answer is a little like yes and no. But there's definitely like no time where I was like, oh my gosh, like this isn't what I wanted. Like we were happy like the entire time, like when it happened. And so yeah, that's the answer for that. And so I actually found out I was pregnant December 7th of 2017. Was if I had any like signs, or what made me first think that like I was pregnant. And we were in Georgia for Thanksgiving, and this is like the 1,000th time I've like told my husband this, but I was like, oh my gosh, like my boobs are sore, like I'm cramping. And I think I was a couple days late, but that was just like normal for me. I was like, I think I'm pregnant. And he'd be like no you're not, like you've said this like 100 times, like stop. And so I mean we both just kind of like forgot about it, because like I said it like 1,000 times before. So then comes December, I was like obviously still late. And so previously, I don't want to know how much money I spent on pregnancy tests, and hopefully my husband does not watch this, because yikes. But no, but really I got like this package off of Amazon, and it had quite a few in there, and it wasn't that expensive. But so I guess I like previously took some tests, and I know what happened was that I like took them, and you know how they all say like wait, like pee on it and then wait 2 minutes and see the results. And I know what happened was like I was impatient, so I'd wait like 15 seconds, only see one line, and then I was like, oh, negative, trash. And so come December 7th, I had a family member here in town, and I was going to the bathroom downstairs in our guest bathroom, and I like look over in the trash can, and I see like 5 tests in there, and they all like say positive. And I was like, wait, like this has to be like a malfunction or something. Like I'm pretty sure like tests like after a while they're like just like not right or whatever. So I was like, no, that can't be right. So I grabbed another one, I took it, and like it came out positive. And I was like, oh my lordy. And so that's how I found out. So I would have known like a week and a half sooner if I would have just waited those 2 minutes, but I was super impatient, but it's okay. So then another question I got asked was how I told my husband and how he reacted. And let me tell you, I told him I was gonna have to like put this in there. But he definitely did not react probably how every wife like dreams and wants their husband to react. But like thinking back, I do wish I would have like announced it differently with him. I feel like he was very like put on the spot because like I said, I had a family member here, and so they like found out before he even did, and then I feel like he just felt so ambushed because like when he came inside, like, but anyway, so how I told him is he was on a day shift. He got home, I think it was around Christmas time. I have, so that's like, I put like this little paper in the tree or whatever, but then I remember going outside to his car when he got home, and I just like told him, and I think I like showed him the paper out there or something, and he's like, have you gone to the doctor yet? And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, my husband's reaction was not all butterflies and rainbows, but it's okay because like he adores her now, like he loves her. I'm pretty sure he was just like nervous, felt like he was on the spot, but so yeah, that was my husband's reaction, but it's fine. And so yeah, and then I got asked about my family's reaction, and I think I told my sister, I like told her, and I was like, do not tell anybody, and I don't know if she didn't tell, I don't think she told, but so I told her, and then we went home for, well, we went to my grandma's for Christmas, and so I told my family then. I think my dad like kind of knew, but I mean, everybody's reaction was like good. We didn't have any bad reactions like on my side. I was a little nervous to tell some of them, but I mean, it all turned out great. Like they all like adore my daughter. Like they're all like great with her. They, like most of them, like most of his and my family are very like supportive now. Like they love her, and so I mean, it's been good. But then again, like if we didn't have like some supportive family or some family that like whatever, like we do have some family that like don't really reach out, they're not very present in her life, and all I have to say, like if you're in that position, like just know that I feel like obviously my daughter's parents, like Jake and I, are gonna be like her biggest like influencers and like supporters anyways, and so I mean, like obviously family is everything, but the unsupportive ones, I mean, you just can't like think about them, because then you're just like kind of like wasting time with her. Like the only love she really needs is from you and your like significant other. Like that will be enough for her. Like for the longest time I struggled with that, because I was like, oh my goodness, like if my daughter does not have like the biggest and widest like family love and support from like every single person, like clear back to like generations, then like she's not gonna be happy. She's gonna hate me, think I didn't do enough. Like no, that's not true. Like she truly only needs the love of you and your significant other. But obviously, like if other family members are active and they love her, then like obviously that's like great. But like just know that if you're in that position, you're doing great. Like your daughter sees you, your daughter loves you and appreciates you, and like yeah, I mean, just know though that like she's gonna look up to you and like her parents like the most. And so yeah, so I was 18 at the time I found out I was pregnant. I turned 19 a month later, so I was 19 when I gave birth. My husband was 19 when I found out I was pregnant, and he was 20 when I gave birth. And so I was a teen mother for a while, and like I said, we got married fairly young. I was 17 when we got married. I was a senior in high school, and so obviously like I was like debating on how much to like discuss about like being a teen mom and all that like in this video. And so I actually plan to make another video eventually like down the road, just like solely based on being a teen mom, because I don't know, I feel like it's a lot and people don't like understand that, or they're like the stereotypes and whatever. So if you would want to see that video, please let me know, because I would love to do it. Because I mean, obviously like I've learned a lot, like I've grown a lot, and just know like if you're a teen mom, like you're amazing, you're strong. Like who cares what other people say? Like some people do things differently in life. Like, you don't have to go to college and then like get a job and then get married and then have, like, no, you can do your life in whatever order you want. Like, as long as you're just trying to give your like child a good life, I don't think it matters. Like, right now, I don't know what career I want. Right now, like, we're living on base. Like, I mean, we like have a house, but like we don't have one bought. Like, we're still young, like, whatever. The point of that is, like, it doesn't matter if you're young. Like, as long as you're trying to do what's best for your child and you're loving, then, I mean, all props to you. Because like, sometimes I feel like, and this isn't like attacking anyone, but sometimes I feel like I'm young, but I feel like I can still be better and more mature than some like older parents out there. Like, it's possible. So don't just let other people like define you as a parent because you're young. Like, not okay. Nope, not okay. Okay, so another thing people asked was if I had any like sickness, and I was only sick for like a couple weeks at the beginning of my pregnancy. Honestly, my pregnancy was fairly like easy, which I'm so grateful for. I did get sick like a couple times, but it wasn't even like pregnancy related. The scariest and hardest part probably at first for me was, I mean, honestly, maybe like the judgment, because like I said, like that can be a lot though. Like hearing people like, oh my gosh, you're so young, or like all the rumors, or like even like dealing with like family stuff. So probably just allowing myself to feel good enough and having to remind myself that my love will be enough for my child and that I can be a good mom. That was probably like the hardest part for me. I was working 3 jobs throughout my pregnancy. I guess that's like another thing is being young. I guess people are like, oh my goodness, like you're not financially ready. And so when we first found out we were pregnant, I literally went and applied to like 2 jobs like 2 days later, because like we were like, and I mean, we can like we provide just fine. Like, we're in the military. Some people are like, oh my gosh, like you guys are like rich. Like, no, we're not rich, but we make enough where right now I'm staying at home. But then, like I said, I do have a part-time job that allows me to be with my daughter, but helps me bring in some money. I do babysit a lot, but like the military, they like, I feel like they provide enough for you to be stable, like if one of you do want to stay at home. And so I am so grateful for that. But so yeah, after we found out I was pregnant, I went and applied to a job. And so I was working 3 jobs up until I was 36 weeks pregnant. I worked full-time at a daycare and preschool. I worked part-time at a church nursery, and then I babysat. So some of my days, literally, I would be up at 6 o'clock. I would go work at the daycare. I would then go to the church until like 6 o'clock, and then I would go babysat from 7 to 11. So yeah, it was a lot. So you working mamas out there, like, yes, like all props to you. Like, we are great. Like, it is hard work. Like, it's exhausting. Like, you're raising a human. And I worked with all like different ages, and so some of them would be like freaking preschoolers that I'd like try to pick me up in my job. Like, I'm not gonna get into how I like my job, but anyways, sometimes like I'd have to like clean and stuff, and I'm pretty sure like all those chemicals were not good for me. But yeah, we just, I don't know, I feel like we would have been okay if I didn't do that. But I mean, I feel like once again, like, because we're young, and I just feel it was nice though, because we were able to build like a huge chunk for like our savings, which is really what we wanted. We were able to like splurge on some stuff that we like wanted or needed. But yeah, I stopped working when I was 36 weeks because I was like, okay, I need like a month of not having to deal with kids, because I'm about to have like my own kid that I'm gonna have to like love and deal with for like forever. So I was like, okay, I need a break. And so yeah, but overall, so I think I touched basically everything. Like I said, I am super excited to film that like teen mom video. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me, leave a comment, like the video. But definitely, I hope you will subscribe and stick around, and thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day and a great Friday.